Union busting! What's hot? Union coffee! What's not? Union busting!
On July 18th, baristas at the freshly unionized Starbucks coffee shop at 874 Commonwealth Avenue in Boston announced that they would be indefinitely going on strike in protest of unfair labor practices. As of August 11th, the store doors remained closed.
Starbucks workers are on strike. The store should be closed until further notice.
Our store really wanted to unionize in order to combat the low wages we're facing, especially for the amount of overwork that we've been given. We've been very understaffed. We're doing the work of so many people. So it was mostly just so the workers could have better rights and they could bargain for themselves to try to get a better work environment.
Barista organizers on the scene of the strike said that after they unionized, Starbucks took retaliatory action.
After we had the union vote, our manager, we really liked our previous manager. She was great and she created a really positive environment at our store and gave us a lot of good hours to work. And then she put in her 2 weeks, what felt abrupt to all of us. I don't know what her process was or if they pressured her. I don't know what happened on her end, but her last day after her 2 weeks was quite literally the day we voted to unionize.
What's the deal with union busting?
Literally the week we petitioned to unionize, we had broken security cameras in our store for months. And the week we petitioned to unionize, suddenly we had brand new security cameras with 360-degree coverage. The screen that they used to show the feed from the cameras hangs right over our break table. And it was a really weird form of intimidation, like we're always watching you. And it was quite literally within a week of us petitioning.
The Starbucks baristas declared an indefinite strike, the first in Starbucks union history, demanding the removal of the manager, an end to union busting and retaliation, and a swift negotiation process. As of 21 days of work stoppage, not only had negotiations remained at a stalemate, but organizers called a press conference to address heightened intimidation.
Rather than negotiating with us in good faith, Starbucks has dropped any pretense of civility, instead choosing to threaten us with misappropriated state violence. After 21 days of peaceful picketing without incident, at approximately 5 a.m. on August 8th, the Boston Police Department arrived following a tip from an unknown source at midnight to escort a group of unidentified Starbucks managers across our picket line in order to both enter our store and confiscate the patio furniture, including chairs and umbrellas that we had been using during this heat wave. Since then, police have regularly been stationed outside our picket for the last week at Starbucks' behest, despite the fact that nothing we have done has been illegal or dangerous. The same cannot be said for Starbucks' behavior.
Absolutely. I think their presence at all has been an effort to intimidate us. We haven't done anything violent. We haven't had any need for the police to intervene in any way. All they've done is just sit in their cruisers or their prisoner transport vehicles if they're feeling spicy, and just sit and watch us for hours.
Starbucks said that they entered the store to deep clean before reopening, despite union members saying that no progress had been made in negotiations. Starbucks even seemed to dispute the root of the union's grievances.
They're trying to claim that this is an economic strike rather than an unfair labor practices strike, despite the fact that our messaging has been very clearly about
our strike notice on day one.
Yeah, it has always been about the unfair labor practices that this manager has been constantly committing, and not just this manager, but the company as a whole. We are out here because of the union busting. It is not an economic strike. I need to make that clear. We are out here because of the unfair labor practices that this company has been enabling and committing.
If it were to be declared as an economic strike, they could permanently replace us. So basically what that means is they would they'd hire new people, have them work, and then we'd have to wait until they quit or whatever happened, and then we could refill our positions. It's essentially
Despite the intimidating police presence and projections that the company may escalate its unfair labor practices rather than negotiate a resolution, the baristas showed no sign of backing down.
This company has the money to work outside the law. Yeah. And we're just demanding that the law do what it purports to do, which is to protect people. These cops do what they purport to do, protect and serve the people. And right now, that's not what they're doing. We all know that they are doing what they are more often seen to do, which is protecting capital over people, over workers like us. It is a lot of work, but as things.
Support from the bus.
Oh, we love the transit. Anyway, as we